Yo, good morning and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Kinng with Travel with a King, and we're back again with a new video. I guess you're wondering where we're driving to. Well, it shouldn't be a surprise because you can see that in the description box, right? By the title of this video. We are on our way to Cape Coast Castle. Yeah, Cape Coast Castle, guys. We're still in the central region and we are touring Cape Coast. Cape Coast Castle is one of about 40 castles and first built on the Gold Coast of West Africa, now Ghana, by the European traders. Built in 1652 by the Portuguese for trading of timber and gold, but later was used for transatlantic slave trade. But after the abolition of slave trade, the castle was then used as the head of the English administration before moved to Christiansborg Castle in Accra. Guys, after Ghana gained independence in 1957, the castle went under an ambitious restoration project sponsored by the Ghana Museum and Monument Board. And this castle is now UNESCO World Heritage. Guys, we are here at the Cape Coast and want to learn a lot. This video is actually very long, very long. I'm going to make it short. And don't miss the opportunity if you have one to go and visit the Cape Coast Castle, because you're going to learn a lot, have a lot of experience, and then you feel how our forefathers suffered years ago. So guys, stay tuned, don't go nowhere, watch this video.
The European state was more or less like they got to like the chiefs were focusing on the land to expand from small villages to become communities, empire, kingdoms, let me put it that way. So then why don't we fuel them, give them the weapons, when they fight. Once they fight, they get the land. They intend to appreciate what we did for them. They give us the business of the road. That is why I made mention that some were deceived. That is what it was. It was more or less like the deceiving part was they actually fooling. And at the point, they told them that they wanted to use these countries for the same purpose they wanted them out there. So then they also agreed. And then the transatlantic, the majority of Africans were being captured as a result of the wars in Africa. Because those days, everybody was trying to protect him or herself. So let's say we have, five, or let's say we all from different clans and different communities. Probably you want to protect your family. You want to protect your family. You also want to protect your family. So definitely all come for the dance. Then we all move. So if unfortunately you are being captured as a result of we fighting, then you become a prisoner. So it wasn't like Africans were bringing their own family members here to escape them. But rather through the fight, they were fighting other communities. It was them to escape them. And today others do, they see that there's something different. Rather, family members who are bringing, are you sure you actually bring your child here to exchange them for guns and weapons? No. These guns and weapons, of course, initially they were fighting with bows and arrows, which are powerful. But once you give them the gun, then call them definitions. They fight more and they turn business. Imagine yourself working from this place I made mention. Once they get to Ghana, the northern region, they have different slave markets. Salaga happens to be the largest one. They have some at Yendi Tumubikoro. So those from Salaga will use at Timothy to the massive from other places to they use the temple before they make them advance. Then they march them to the coastal areas. Getting to the coastal areas, they had another slave market there around that same area. Same Manso, Praso, and Manso happens to be the largest slave market. So over there, what they did was what they did is to send them to a chamber called Palava. So within the Palava, nurses, doctors will examine their strength from head to toe, just to know their strength. After that, they categorize them domestic, commercial. So domestic ones are those to work within the castle, the commercial ones are those to be exported. The majority of them were commercial because the focus was to get them to work out there, not here. After they're done with that, they actually start with the auction, exchanging humans for goods like gunpowder, mirrors, cigarettes, spoons, and other things. So I would say that those days Africans were reduced the level of commodities because instead of you were selling humans for humans, no. They rather exchange humans for guns, for sugar, for alcoholics and other things before they bring them to the forecourt. At the forecourt, what they did was to brand them because they had 4 merchants that were trading under the Royal African Company. A portion of them from Liverpool, Manchester, Bristol, and London. And you know, once they're all coming to keep them here, if you don't actually identify yours, it will be difficult to get to know what or which one belongs to you. The heated metals that have their logos or emblems beneath them, once it is red hot from fire, they pick it up into palm oil from the palm oil as a nail on your chest. Those days, this was they had no lights down here. So once you are in here, there are 3 holes you see there to give the light. Today, we have lighting. Alright, so we are right inside the middle dungeons. And we are having 5 chambers in here. The first one on the bottom, the second we came from 34th to the 5th one. And you know, they built the dungeons to what we get about 1,000 cubits. But that wasn't the exact number here. I'm saying that was the exact number was there to make mention that they had the links in the big season. Of sometimes each chamber will get up 20. But within the big season, this room will get up 150 to 200 strong. With the demand, they're not even up to 20. The space is occupied. Better of let's say they have less, yes, let's say 70 or 100 in here. How they pack them. They use this same enslaved Africans in building the castles. And of which this castle we see here, there is no iron rods, there is no cement. It was just bent bricks, rocks from this land, by with oyster shells, lined to the palm oil, and then granite nut shells as the binding material. So if you see any cement here, it's just recent restoration works that's done here. So those days they used them in the little bits. And once you're staying here, if they don't need your assistant to help them do anything, you have to sleep in here, you have to eat in here, you defecate in here, urinate in here. The condition I just mentioned, you take that they were getting sick. Because even in here, communicable disease will spread. So the sick ones definitely will vomit and do other things. And then once you're not that strong, the means are going to die. Dead bodies will be taken away from this place. They do tie them with cannonballs, paddle for some distance, and dump the bodies into the sea. Once you die within the castle, as a slave, as a captive. Chamber, and then the church at the end was nothing actually about this place. And I'm sure we can all see this over here. This was actually referenced by the spiral. Soldiers will stand there to spy on them as to whether they have any intentions of escaping or not. So at the point, even this holes we are seeing today was not that like that. It was blocked with metals. So once you get to the 4th one, you see what we're talking about. You know, before they walk into the church, part of the church, they will see, smell, hear everything that was happening down here. And the history says that at the point itself, once they have leftover food, they drop it from this thing. So if you are not having a standing there, someone shouts that at you and then you are able to capture the food, then that if you eat it. And if unfortunately it falls in your hand, you have to eat your food from the mess. As a result, you can see that where I stand, I wish my lady here would move a bit. Yes. You see that where I stand is different from where I'm standing. All because of the food that we're dropping down here. That is why I'm going to be. You will see where I'm standing is different from where I'm standing. That was why they go to the place. So a spy hole right in front of the church. And before they walk in the world, they saw that thing happening down here. We move downstairs if you have no question. This is the 5th chamber, also known as the selection room. Once ships were ready to pick them from this place, they would have to sort them out because I made mention that they were branded. And as well, some would be sick near their death, like a day or two. So these ones are not allowed to journey with them. So they keep the weak ones in here. The strong ones, after checking their markings, are being chained together. They walk through a tunnel aside from this place into the door of no return. It is about 70 meters long. At the beginning of the traders, I made mention that Africans were not involved. So what they did was actually using this place, and the shipment was done mostly at night and dawn, because they didn't want the natives, so that's why they were not actually bringing them here. So even at the point, the natives over there thought they were eating them up. Because how come every day we see humans in chains coming to the castle, and then even if the castles have like 1,000 rooms, definitely will get food. And they kept coming in there every day, they still keep coming. So it was a way of actually taking them out of this end and then to be shipped at night. But at the point, natives were actually involved, or they got to know it. So, but then because I'm enjoying, I'm not ready to actually stop it. It's unfortunate we can't walk through the tunnel because it was blocked by Captain George McLean in the year 1834, just to symbolize that slavery doesn't exist in here again. You know, the English passed their first law somewhere in 1807. The Dutch did say in 1812, but these laws were not working. So The second one was also passed 1833. The following year, McLean had to build this place because he was the administrator then here, just to symbolize that they don't do it here. But then practically, others were still smuggling them until somewhere 1860s when Lincoln became the president. They were seized from bringing cattle out there. Even with the Caribbeans, others 1884, 85, 86, they had their freedom. So it's not actually a fixed date. Just that was reduced at 1860, 65. That was when the whole trade ended. Alright, so out here, I'm sure we can all see these graves over there. There's one at this place over there. The whole place we stand used to be a graveyard, but then the place was excavated in the year 1986. After the excavation, these were the only ones we saw with inscriptions, so they had to build it not to rob history from this place. And out of the graves they had here, this happens to be the only black man that was given in the castle. The name is Philip Pan. His original name includes someone called Linton. You know, his father was one of the merchants that were bringing cattle in here. As a result of his activities in the war, for his son to be trained as a missionary. So Philip Pan left this place at the age of 11. Went to England, had his tertiary education at Oxford University as a zoologist. Coming back here and been ordained as an Anglican priest, and he happens to be the first black man to be ordained as an Anglican priest. So within the church he was preaching, whilst his fellow Africans were both right relation and struggle. Out of that, the native Muslim to be a betrayal of us.
We still have it.
Love your neighbor as yourself, whilst others are also struggling. By the point, you know, himself being a black man was also struggling here. So what he did was go out to the castle of the township to comment upon himself. As a result, he was able to interact with the natives, teaching them how to read, write the English language. So here in Ghana, we do what we call English form of education to the man down here. And he died at the age of 75, natural death, somewhat 1860, and due to the role that he played for the Europeans themselves in the castle. So if no question, let's move.
So he's still down there?
Yes, he's still down there.
Oh, okay.
I made mention of George McLean down there. That is his grave. McLean introduced us to European court tablet. So the first European court to be introduced to Ghanaians happens to be this chamber. And he, together with a man as well by name Commander Hill, signed the bond of 1824. The bond that gave way for the colonization of Ghana, or laid foundation for the colonization of Ghana. McLean died at the age of 46. Malaria confirmed George somewhere in 1847. Over there is the wife of George McLean. Her name is Letitia Elizabeth Landing. Because I'm sure you can all hear from that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a lot, yeah.
I lost my voice a bit last night. So just get closer. So as I was saying, the name is Letitia Elizabeth Landing. And then Landing came to the castle to visit the husband. But then upon her arrival here 2 months after, she was found dead in her room. Actually, when she died, rumors spread that actually she poisoned herself when she got to know that George McLean was in an affair with a black woman from Accra. And others are also saying that it was rather the black woman, as in Ellen Bannerman, that came to the castle, posed as a maid and poisoned her. And others are also saying that no, none of these things happened. It was rather malaria that killed her. At the age of 36, she died. Somewhere 1837. Then over there, a soldier, by profession, by name C.B. Whitehead. Whitehead too happens to be one of the officials that were injured during the time of slavery. I don't know what killed him, because some are saying it was the Dutch that killed him. Others are also saying that it was malaria. So as it stands, we don't know what killed him actually. Somewhere 1812, at the age of 38. You see that they claim that malaria killed all of them. The reason being that at the time they were in here, they had not found a cure for malaria. It was after their third war with the Ashantis that they brought in quinine to actually fortify themselves to fight the Ashantis. Let's move this way.
Okay guys, so if you have really gotten to this point, thank you so much. Like I said, the video is very long because a lot of history being told, but yeah, I'm just trying my possible best to make it short for you. So try and watch it and then learn a lot. I'm not gonna bring you everything, every detail, but the best I can, you're gonna watch it. So thank you so much for watching till this point, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up so far. Don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. Leave your comment if you've been here, and leave your comment if you think you're gonna be here one day. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Alright guys, let's continue.
Water to feed toilets and other things, and then renovation as well. Any question, please? Initially they had 2 here. Later when they sealed the tunnel, they also created extra 2. So now we have 4 in the castle. Alright, so please remove this one. And up here, I'm sure we can all see these metals here. They are called cannons. And these are the cannonballs, just as they have guns and bullets. The English actually brought these things to protect themselves from their enemies. They knew that others would come fight them, and they had to fortify themselves. So they had forts that will keep an eye on this place. So once they see the enemy signaling them, they will pick a ball like that. After applying gunpowder, they place the ball at the mouth. Apply gunpowder here, light their march, boom. Hitting the enemy's ship, it will create hole, water gets in and will sink into the sea. We have 3 different cannons here. We have the bigger one that can travel like 800 meters, medium one that can travel like 400 meters, and then the shorter ones 200 meters. Then the shorter ones, their balls are having holes, so they pack gunpowder in so that once it hits the ship, it would explode for the ship to sink faster. That was how the English were defending themselves. Remember, I made mention, although they were the last to be here, but then because they came in with different strategies, they were able to survive instead of even colonizing Ghana. So if you have a minute, make some pictures with the balls and all that, then please move to continue with our tour. So let's.
Where is this?
Tunnel.
Okay.
Alright, so there's no stairs. Alright, so from the fifth chamber, the door that was blocked, they walked through the tunnel to the gate or the door of no return. But then a soldier would be standing here with his gun. So once he sees them coming, he will be commanding them to move faster. Move, move, move. And then he will be counting them as well. So they had one here, other one over there. For them to know that the exact number that are from that place is the same numbers coming. That is why they created this place, the spy hole or the observatory. Let's move this way, please. Alright, so we are right at where the tunnel ended. It was at this place, which was also blocked in the same year, 1854. They moved through the tunnel. This will be the exit point. So this used to be the door of no return. But they had to block this place all because of the tidings. The waves were bringing in the sea. So to avoid this place from flooding, they had to block this end and create a new door over there. So now they know once they move out through this place and join the ladies and out of the place. Today we wouldn't see the original door that was that short now because in the year 1844, when the bond was signed, Cape Coast became the capital city of Gold Coast. And as well, this castle became the administrative headquarters for areas that the English were controlling. So we had to widen the door so that they would receive those in out of the castle through the harbor they had. That was why they were there. In the year 1877, the capital city was taken from Cape Coast to Accra. As I speak, they're still Accra. Let's move this way. Alright, so that is a female cell. You know, I made mention that ladies were being raped. So once you resist them from raping you, you are to be punished. So that next time, once they come to pick you, allow yourself to be raped. So in here, you spend 7 to 10 days here. Instead of you being fed twice a day, you are being fed once a day as your punishment. As a result, some will contain the condition. So then, within this place, this thing will happen with the metal. So you have to wave. After waving, they pick you because they have this communication barrier. So they pick you after they wash you before they take you to them. As a result of this, they some were pregnant. The pregnant ones, once it is seen in the castle, you say hallelujah because they take you from the dungeons. Take care of you until you deliver. You're allowed to breastfeed you for 3 to 4 months. After that, the mother is then brought back to the dungeons. And then the babies are taken care of by the nurses until they get to the level they can pregnant them. Then they bring them to the church premises. So the church actually was also acting as a classroom. And you know, these kids after sleeping, some of them will be taken away from those kids. Others will not. So once you get to Ghana, from the Volta region to to Accra, where they came to a little near names like Morgan, and Van Dyke, where the Dutch and English also began names like Smith, William Parker, and others. These are the same names. Not all with these names are mulattoes. Some just adapted the names, others also adopted their native names to gain. The typical example is Simpsons. Not every Simpson is a mulatto, because there's nothing like Yamson and Lansing and those people are also adopted too. And unfortunately, if they don't get to see that you're pregnant, on the ship, if the captains get to that you're pregnant, then that one you say hallelujah, because they're going to be thrown into the sea. Majority of them will be used as bait to trap fishes. And as a result, because the thing is, once you are here, the one responsible for the pregnancy can take care of the baby. But else, I can take care of the baby. So you definitely don't have to do it. But then if a black and a black application is right, without one, the child also becomes a slave. That one is the and you, the father being here, take it. Once you walk out of this door, there's no way to come back. Once you go through the door, you lose your identity and everything. So let's say, now we have account, we have that. So let's say she's a Nigerian. Let's say he or mom. Let's say he's a Bulgarian. Let's say now and all that. But then once, let's say they capture us from different places, they don't care. We get to the plantation, let's say I happen to be the plantation owner and my name is Morrison. He becomes James Morrison, Stephen Morrison, Peter Morrison, everyone becomes Morrison. And then they add an extra name, saying that the extra name happens to be your Christian name. And they were all European names they gave them. Definitely he will speak Yoruba, Fra, Hausa, Ewe, Chi, Gan, and others. But once we get there, we all tend to use English because that's the language I use. We all tend to use Spanish, that's the language I use. We all tend to use Portuguese. So the language your master uses is what you're forced to learn, because they're going to take orders from your master, not your fellow South African out there. Definitely he was worshipping the stone god, river god, sea god, air god, and all that. But then once we get there, we all tend to become Christians. It means that you're going to lose your true identity as an African, because culture is what identifies us as individuals.
Breathe in the air, the light that surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far.
So we have a Papa here, so Papa is just to welcome me once you make it to the castle. Because this same was someone who was killed and slain.
But I know that I want to be where you are. I was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside. We have a purpose, but to take that leap, you must recognize the person that's inside.
Later,
Believe me, I swear, the story's not over. As I fall, I will continue to get up. I cannot stop because it is over. Live in the moment, living in a quiet. To be everywhere, to be without a care. I was denied.
Monsoon.